What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody that's in the building. If you are here, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button and put a number 1 in the chat and let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Put a number 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me clearly. Shout out to everybody in the building. Salute, salute, salute. Yeah. Okay. Y'all can hear me clearly. Salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to all the visionaries. Of course, we're back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, of course. I appreciate all the love and the support. Make sure y'all hit the like button and make sure y'all share today's show. We are going to get into it. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all share the show. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share today's show. Share it on your community tabs. Anywhere that you share content, make sure you share today's show. It's very much important. Salute to everybody in the building. Let me get over here and give some shout outs. While you guys hit the like button and hit that share button. Shout out to Miss Garnetta Brown. She says, salute, ready for this message today. Shout out to you, Miss Garnetta Brown. Shout out to you, Miss Letitia in the building, always coming through and holding down a Chizat. Shout out to you. Shout out to YC in the building. Shout out to Miss Angie. Good to see you, Miss Angie. Good to see you, love. I appreciate your support. As always, shout out to Mashonda. Shout out to my man Bucket in the building. Hey, Vanessa. Good to see you, Vanessa. Shout out to China for becoming a member. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Shout out to my brother, the underrated Darkness in the building. Salute, salute. Shout out to Alonzo Hall. Salute, my brother. Salute, salute, salute. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my brother. Sage the Lotus. What's going on, Sage? Shout out to my man Bob in the building. Salute. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, make sure y'all hit the like button and make sure y'all share today's show. If y'all missed yesterday's show, make sure y'all catch yesterday's show. Make sure y'all catch yesterday's show. If y'all don't know what yesterday's show was, this was yesterday's show. And this is today's show. This is today's show. Modern day men marketing misogyny. Oh, yeah. We got to talk about this today. We got to talk about this because as I spoke on yesterday's show, we have to boycott us black men. We have to run trash away from us. Just like we spoke up and we was able to get effing Mecca removed from his deal and shut down, we have to begin to actively not just speak against, but we have to actively remove the vermin. We have to do this, brothers, because this is a form of protection. If our children is going to be the future and we're going to protect our children, we're going to protect our households and things like that. Another form of protection is also being aware of what your children are exposed to, even online. And today, especially online, because this is where a lot of the vermin is coming from. This is where they like to come and nest. And as I read on yesterday's show in the article, this is why I said make sure y'all check out yesterday's show. They spoke on how guys like Andrew Tate and others, how they use their marketing of misogyny. They use that as the undertone to market a winner's lifestyle to young men. This is what they're doing. They're making it cool to young men to be misogynist. And that is almost a way for you to that's like the personality of a winner. This is what they're marketing to men, to young men. See, we have to speak against this because we got to protect our young men. Because we were once young and we were once gullible, and we looked up to a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of people that we should have never looked up to. So now that we're older and we understood that we had to go through that process, it's our job to make sure that our young boys don't even have to deal with that. See, there's certain things that they're gonna have to deal with, that they should deal with, and then there's certain shit that's just unnecessary. And this type of shit we can actively get rid of. Because all we have to do is boycott it and get our young men to remove their attention from it. But we have to give them something to bring that to keep their attention. You see? This is why we need more men to speak in a more moralistic way of living to our young men. We need to tell our young men that there's a certain way that you guys should live, whether you have money or not. There's a certain way you should present yourself, whether you have money or not. There's certain characteristics that Black men are supposed to exhibit. See, we have to get back to that. Because on the flip side to that, the men are complaining about they're not getting respect. They're not being respected. They're not being honored. But then we got to look at how we presenting ourselves, to other people. And I'm not talking about personally. I'm talking about as a group of men. And because us Black men as a group has not found this stuff to be important, you have these scammers and these hustlers attaching themselves to our gullible young men to now take their money and to also turn them into the same miserable men that they are. See, this is why we have to speak on this. See, because they want you to think that it's cool to run around and hate women. Oh, you don't hate women, you're just a man. That's just how you are. Bullshit. Bullshit. And I'm going to tell you that from personal experience. These guys who are running around promoting the shit that they're promoting it because they're hurting. It has nothing to do with logic. It has nothing to do with practicality or none of that shit they try to tell you. These guys say the shit that they say about black women because niggas are hurt. This is why a lot of these niggas don't come in my chat room. This is why a lot of them, they stay away from me because they know I know. Because like I always tell them, I was once you. I was once that real disrespectful, mad nigga. Always looking for a confrontation with a woman. I was once that dude. I was once that dude. And you know what I thought it was? I thought it was red pill rage, but it wasn't. And we're going to get into that in another video. But see, this is what these guys do. They try to mask it. It's because I'm red pill. No, nigga. No, you're not. You're not. You're not. And see, a guy like me who know what you guys are going through because I've been through it. I know how you guys are feeling about yourselves because I felt that way before. I'm not going to allow y'all to ruin these other young men by telling them it's cool to be on the stupid shit that y'all are on, because y'all dudes are just upset at yourselves because y'all made fucked up decisions. Because y'all didn't know how to vet. Shit, y'all still really don't understand yourselves. And instead of y'all admitting that, y'all want to tell these men that it's all these women fault. That it's all about how these women are and these women made us like this. No, these women are human beings and they do shit. Women cheat on guys, women take advantage of dudes, all of that. That's just something that humans do. They're not evil because of that shit. And I'm not gonna allow you guys to teach that shit because you know I felt like that before. I was one of those. Oh, trust and believe. I was. This how I know how to diagnose my brothers. This is how I knew what to tell my brothers. This is why my message was always heal before you build, brothers, because I already knew. All of this misogynist shit is a mask for niggas being hurt. That's not a female talking point, nigga. I'm speaking from experience. That's not a female talking point. That's something the dagger would say. No, nigga, that's something I felt. That's something I know. That ain't something I heard from black women and I heard from my mother and my aunts. No, nigga, that's something I went through. That is something I went through. That's how I know. That's why you're behaving that way. That's how I know. You're just refusing to deal with the shit that you've been through. That's all. You are afraid to face yourself. But we're not going to allow you to then go around and poison other men. Because that's what y'all doing when y'all market misogyny. When y'all promoting all of this passport bullshit. When all you doing is changing environments, but your mentality is not changing. You still the same dude. You just going somewhere else where you feel like you have more leverage for your money. It's misogyny. I can get more sexual favors at a cheaper price. I could be more deviant to these women. It's a misogynistic thing. And it's because you men are hurt. Because the women that you treated like something, they turned their back on you. See, I know how you feel. I know how I feel. When it feel like you're getting stabbed in your heart, I know how that feel. I know how I feel. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's going on, Just Me? What's up, Just Me? Shout out to Matt Mittens in the building. Shout out to the OG Mace. What's good, Bert? See, I know how that feels. And one time, this was years ago. This was a long time ago. One of my homegirls, she was the first one who even introduced the word misogyny to me. The Bronx Geek says, bro, you bashing men? I just tuned in. Not at all. Not at all. This is a man's channel. This is a man's channel. If I was bashing men, I would have a higher percentage of female watchers than men. See, what I want men to understand is how to stop Xing themselves out the equation. You see? This is not a bash man fest. This is to get men to understand what they've been doing to themselves. You see? The whole concept of this shit is to get us to unfuck ourselves. Because no one's gonna do it for us. Nobody's gonna sit down and break shit down to us or any of that. So we have to understand we have to actively do it for each other. And the flip side to this whole misogynistic bullshit is a bunch of hurt men. That's what it is. You need to shut up and listen to me. You need to do this. You need to do that. That's a man who's never had control. That's a man who's never had any control. See, I know what that is because I used to be like that. But truth be told, I was just saying that shit out of fear. Out of fear of me not knowing what to do in front of her. You see? Tell the truth. And you ain't got to tell that to her. You tell that to your brother. See, that's the conversation we need to be having. See, that's why you want her to sit down and shut up and just listen to you and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But when you fuck up, then what do you say? You see? You see? Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button and share the show. Shout out to everybody. But see, I know where this stuff come from. It come from a place of hurt. It come from a place of fear. See, this is the shit we need to be talking about. Not talking about that other dumb shit. Because see, that's not helping men. That's not helping men. Telling men to go get a passport and jump on a flight and just go and do that. That's not changing the trajectory of how black men are out here living. That is you niggas trying to put a band-aid on something. And all that shit do is make you more stressed. All it make you do is make you drink more. Because you can't tell me you're happy. Look what they said about Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate said it himself. He's not happy with his life. He doesn't enjoy sex. He's depressed a lot. See, that is the dark side behind the misogynistic bullshit. That's the dark side behind this shit. This is why I've been telling brothers to get off the bullshit. Tell the truth. Because you only hurting yourself more. That's all you doing. When you turn this shit off, your life ain't nothing what you talking about. Come on, man. You dudes are not happy paying for pussy. Y'all not happy with that shit. Every time you have a sexual encounter, you got to pay for it. Y'all not happy about that shit. Y'all not going to sit here and tell me y'all are. We're men. If you're happy about doing that, then you ain't got no dignity within yourself. You ain't happy about that shit, but y'all running around here promoting it like it's a cool lifestyle. Do you know what that's doing to other young men? When you know you're not happy, look at these dudes. They're not happy. They're not. They say they are, but look at the conditions of them. Look at their face. Look in their eyes. See, that's where you could tell it where a man is at. Look in his eyes. See, he could talk that bullshit all day. He could walk around with his chest poked out and talking all that shit all he wants. But when shit get real, you see what happens. You see what happens. And this is not to shit on guys. This is to get guys to stop lying to themselves. See, this is not to show guys up in front of women and all that goofy shit. No, this is to get guys to realize, hey, fellas, we're fucking ourselves up. We're keeping ourselves stuck. The shit that we think is cool and all of that shit not cool. And y'all know it's not. Y'all doing this shit as a defense mechanism. That's what all this shit is. It's a defense mechanism. You dudes are not red pill. You never been red pill. That was y'all defense mechanism because y'all don't know what the red pill is. Y'all describe the red pill in YouTube terms and not in real matrix terms. So y'all was never red pill. And y'all was saying that it was okay for y'all to be misogynistic because, oh, I'm going through red pill rage. When at the end of the day, y'all are not in red pill rage. Y'all are in something else that we're going to talk about in another video. You see, but what these modern day men like Andrew Tate is doing is they're marketing misogyny to young men through a lifestyle of success. You see, this is what Kevin Samuels was doing. This is what he was doing via the high value man narrative. This is how he was marketing misogyny. He was marketing misogyny from the high value man perspective. Well, this is what you just got to be for me because I'm a high value man. When we all know that that was bullshit. That's bullshit. Because even your so-called high value men, they're all tricks. So they're not really high value because women don't respect tricks. So they're not really high value. But see, this is how they're selling this shit to young men. The CIA. You know, come join this group, come join that group, come join my program. When at the end of the day, these men are coming out and turning out destroyed years later. Years later, you hearing guys saying that, yo, man, I had to turn around and find myself all over again. Man, I found myself hating women. I had to go get in a relationship. I was wondering why women were just repelling themselves away from me. Till I realized it was all of that so-called red pill shit I was taught. See, because like I always said, if the information is not increasing your quality of life, then it's lies. You're being fed lies. You're paying to be lied to. You see? If the information is not giving you something practical to do that will totally empower you. And I'm not talking about busting a nut. Even though at times busting a nut can be truly empowering. See, I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm perfect or none of that shit. Y'all know that's what y'all get from me. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that's gonna feed your spirit. That's gonna encourage you. That's gonna at least make you think different. Make you begin to look at things different. Maybe take a different approach. Try something new. See, if the information is not having you doing that, it's just having you regress. You done stopped tricking for a couple of years. Now you're back to tricking because you listen to this guy. Now he done got you back tricking. You regressing, brother. So you're being fed lies. You're being misled because you're regressing. You see? This is what's being marketed to men now. When black men, we so far goddamn at the bottom, we shouldn't even have time to be talking about women. We shouldn't be having time for that shit. And if we're gonna talk about it, we'll make time for it. But it shouldn't be in the manner that it's going on now. Because in the way that the conversation is being had, men are not being helped. Their problems are not being tended to or even met. And that is the problem. That is the problem I've always had. This is why I've always said, let's get off of that. Because it always turns into an argument and it becomes counterproductive. Guys get back in that bag of bullshit. They get caught up in their feelings. Now it's back to bullshit. Now we went from building to bullshit. We went from building to destroying. Because the men are not focused on the objective. The objective is fixing us. That should be our objective, brothers. That should be our objective. That should be our main focus. No matter who did what, we have to fix it. As I always say, the shit is not our fault, but it is our problem. It's not our fault, but it is our problem. A lot of this shit is not our fault. We didn't create these problems, but we got to deal with them and we have to fix them for us. For us. Because as you can see, is it getting any better for us? That's what I want to know. Is it getting any better? Look outside your door. I know y'all probably get news sent to your phones. Is it getting any better? I want to know. Is it getting any better? Shout out to Ty's Crazy-ish. Appreciate you, love. Shout out to Perfectly Imperfect. Bert says nope. So what you think we supposed to do? What you think we got to do? So our job, if it's not getting any better, how much better you think it'd be for our children? How much better you think it'd be for our children's children? This is why we have to begin to implement these teachings. So these teachings could be passed on so our future can have a goddamn chance. Y'all already see what's going on with AI and these goddamn robots and metaverse and all of this shit. Fellas, we have to find a way to deal with all of this shit. We're the men. We have to find a way to deal with all of this shit. And sitting around staying stuck in our own shit, instead of us taking the time and dealing with it and fixing it, bro, you know what we doing to ourselves? Do you know what we doing to our children? We're fucking up their future because we're still in our own way. So we can't properly give them what they need. And then what does that do? Now they have to grow up in a world where their growth is stunted. And then they have to figure it out all over again. And then their children is going to be born and have something missing. And the saga continues, man. This is what I'm trying to get y'all brothers to see. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to see. See, because you got to remember, women are nesters. And women are going to nest where they can eat, sleep, and provide shelter for their children. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. They're going to always go where they can nest. Remember that, fellas. This is why we need to focus on us and get off the bullshit. Because the bullshit that we're on is our roadblock. Our own bullshit is our roadblock. We already got a whole goddamn system that's against us, but then we allowing other shit to be roadblocks in order for us to deal with what we got to deal with. This is why they say the black man's problem is complex. It's compounded. Because we got to deal with our shit, and then after that, then deal with the shit. We got to deal with our shit and the shit in the world. So, fellas, when are we going to deal with our shit so then we could play the game? Because we still going to have to deal with the shit regardless. You see, that's not going nowhere. But we could get our shit together. And being misogynist ain't the key, because all you're doing is destroying yourself. All you're doing is running around here hiding because you're afraid to show up as yourself. Because you done lost confidence in yourself. You done lost belief in yourself, and that's okay. This is why you have your brothers. This is why we say right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, and we also say on FNP, we are our own agency. We're our own agency. That's why. That's the purpose of brotherhood, you see? So after a breakup, after a divorce, after all these things, you know your brother's got you, man. When you're going through some shit, you got the brother you could call. You got the brother who could help you out with finances if your money ain't right. You got a brother that could probably plug you in with a job and all. That's agency. That's what brotherhood is about. Come on, fellas. We need each other. We need each other. When we gonna realize that? Huh? Come on now. When are we gonna realize this? See, we gotta understand, man, the power of brotherhood, the power of camaraderie, brotherly love. See, with brotherly love overriding oppression and destruction, shout out to all of the homies, shout out to all the bloods. See, with brotherly love overriding oppression and destruction, right? Oppression and destruction, right? Trauma is oppression. Persistent barriers to wealth is oppression. The constant threat of extinction is oppression. The high incarceration rates is oppression. The poor health conditions is oppression. The laws that they use against us is oppression. The lack of educational support is oppression. See, brotherly love is supposed to override that. And then we can have community revolution and progress, which leads to growth and development. You niggas don't get it yet? All these niggas niggas had to die and you niggas still don't get it. All these black men had to die and go to jail. And you niggas still don't get it. You niggas still don't get it. Nigga, you supposed to be a disciple for your brothers, nigga. You supposed to be a black disciple for your bros, nigga. You ain't supposed to be a savage and spinning a block and killing your bros. You impeding progress. You stopping development. And what do you think when you got trash like this that you see on your screen poisoning the minds of young men? What do you think they're doing? Impeding progress, causing destruction, creating more oppression, which we supposed to be trying to get rid of. But you niggas promote it every day. You promote it every day. Talking about we trying to get the bag. You's a goofy. How many more people gotta die at the hands of us getting a bag? When you was selling crack, nigga, you was trying to get a bag too. When you was robbing niggas, you was trying to get a bag too. So now you get online and start selling poison and selling crack online. You think you ain't doing that no more. Oh, you ain't selling crack no more. You selling content. We ain't selling drugs no more. We selling content. Really, nigga? Really? That's how I know y'all niggas are lost. You're lost niggas. Because you're still selling crack. Because crack is in your message. There's poison in your message. When you was gangbanging, you was doing it for the bag. So now you're doing YouTube for the bag. You're still selling poison. This is what's going on. Still selling poison. Y'all give me 1 second. Okay, we back. We back. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn in the building. He says, DS1, I've been blowing my horn about group economics, and the part I was overlooking was our deep-rooted emotional, mental, and spiritual issues that kept us at odds. So now we have op culture. Facts. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn. Facts, my brother. This is why I've always said it's a spiritual war. Shout out to my brother Larry Vaughn. Shout out to Peso Man in the building. Salute. Crack content. That's a fact. That's a fact. Still selling crack. You're teaching black men to be misogynists. Because you wanna transfer that hurt. Because what? You want to do anything to get women back. See, that is the root of misogyny. I'm telling y'all, I used to be this way. I know. It was always about me making her feel the way I felt or even hurt. I wanted her to even hurt more. Oh, she did that to me? Oh, I got something for her. I want her to hurt 20 times more. So I'm going to say the most disgusting, vile shit that I can say because I'm hurt. Why y'all brothers don't want to say this? See, I'm going to say it. You know why? Because it don't hurt me no more to say it. See, I know it hurts y'all to say it. See, it don't hurt me no more because I cried already, nigga. I already cried like a little baby. Ah, ah! I already cried like that, nigga. Ah, I'm tired of this. See, I already done that. See, y'all think I might be cracking a joke, but I'm dead ass serious. I already done cried like that over women. I already cried like that. I know how y'all feel. See, I know. Y'all ain't got that out of y'all yet. See, once y'all do that, then that's when y'all gonna get an epiphany about yourself. That's when you gonna realize, damn, I got a lot of shit up in me I didn't know was there. See? You see? See, that's the flip side to misogyny. You just want her to feel like you. You want her to know how it feel to be heartbroken. You want her to know how that feel. But guess what, bro? I want to tell y'all brothers this, man. They'll never know how it feel to have their heart broke like a man. They're not men. They're not men. They don't know how it feel to be a man and to have a heart broke. They'll never know because they're not men. They're not think first individuals. They're not think first beings. Their feelings are first. Why do you think women get hurt when you make them think? When you play with their mind? Why do you think that hurts women the most? When they're manipulated. What hurts men the most? When their feelings are played with. See, they'll never know how it feel, bro. They're not us. They'll never know the heartbreak of a man. They're not men. Stop trying to get them to feel that shit. They can't. They're not us. They can't feel it. They don't know how it will feel ever. Just like we don't know. Just like we won't know. Just like we won't know. We won't know how it feel as a woman to get our virginity broke and left and abandoned. We will never know how that feel because we're not women. We're not women. And half the time when men get their virginity broke, most of the time, we're not even in relationships. It's just you have a sexual encounter. So we don't know. And women don't waste their time trying to get men to feel like that because they know we'll never feel like that because we're not them. We're not feeling first. We're think first. That's why when we get our heart broke, it's the end of the goddamn world. Yeah, it's going to always be that way because we're men. And we don't feel shit first. So with us knowing that about ourselves, fellas, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Huh? We know our feelings soft as goddamn butter. We men, we don't operate off our feelings. Just like when you start making a woman think a lot and think about certain shit she don't want to think about, she get emotional. Oh, why we gotta talk about this? I don't want to talk about this. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just like you don't want to feel a certain way. See, we got to deal with the real. This whole misogyny shit is niggas being hurt, man. You hurt, dog. I know. Cause I was hurt. I was hurt like that. And I'm not saying like I can't get hurt anymore. I'm not saying it like that. I'm not saying it like, well, nigga, once you realize something, you ain't gonna get hurt no more. That's a goddamn lie. As long as you alive, you gonna feel pain. You see? But fellas, if we want to help the next generation, we don't poison them. We tell them the truth. If we could sit there and say, as a group of men, we've been lied to so much, why would we then turn around and be the liars too? Why would we become the liars and all of that shit for the next generations of men? If we already know we was lied to, we was given fucked up game and all of that stuff, why would we turn around and do it? So then our sons and nephews and all of them, when they 35, 40 and whatever, they feel the same goddamn way. They going through the same shit. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's up, Raven? Good to see you. Come on, man. Brothers, do you really want to be? What's more important to you? For you to be financially free or for you to be spiritually free? What is more important? What is truly more beneficial? What will actually grant you more mobility in life? See, because we already know that money can't get you in certain places. See, that's what people see. That's the mindset of poor people. We think money is the key to opening all doors, and that's a goddamn lie. Because then you find out that is what? It's levels to having money. Nigga, you don't make enough to get in this room. Nigga, you don't make enough to sit over here with us. Yeah, you got some paper, but you can't talk to us. We don't talk to niggas like you. You're a peon. You see? You see? But what is it to have all of that money and still be walking around with a level of unresolved grief? You got all of this goddamn money. You bought your mama a house, but you still ain't forgave your mama for shit. You're still low-key mad at your mama, but you bought her a big-ass house and a car, and you told her you love her, but you really still feel some type of way. You still holding shit against your brothers and your sisters. Y'all all got money though. But y'all just waiting for somebody to say some shit so y'all could just start blasting each other. This is the type of shit that we need to get rid of. That money don't fix. See, money don't fix that. You know what fixed that? love, understanding, communication, effective communication. That's what solves shit like that. Not no money. Money keep niggas separate. If you mad at a nigga and you get some money, you know what you're gonna do? You're gonna make sure you stay away from his ass. Because you got enough money to never see him. That's what you're gonna do. And you're never gonna fix your fucking problem. And all them years, you done stayed away from that person, and that person probably was ready to apologize to you. But you stayed away for 20 goddamn years. And the money helped you stay away. Because the money made you feel like you was too good to apologize to, nigga. Yeah, let's talk about that. That's what the misogyny, that ties into the misogynistic attitude. Oh, I'm too good to get apologized to. That nigga shouldn't have never did it in the first place. 20 years done went by. You still saying that stupid shit. It's 20 years done went by. That nigga was ready to apologize to you 15 years ago. You holding up some stupid shit. This is what we doing. This is the type of shit they want our younger men to grow up and have up in them. The shit that we trying to get rid of and to expel out of ourselves right now. The shit that we've been working on for the past however many years is being recycled. No, we got to stop this, fellas. Oh, hell no. Who gonna stop the cycle? What generation will stop the cycle? The boomers couldn't do it. Gen Xers couldn't do it. The millennials, we still got a chance. It's not over. But what you gonna do, man? You gonna infect people or you gonna influence them? And running around here promoting and marketing misogyny to men, that's infecting people. That's infecting men, not influencing them. So shout out to everybody in the building. I'm going to read a few more of y'all comments if y'all enjoyed the show. Make sure y'all hit the like button first. Make sure y'all share the show. The Cash App is going across the screen. I appreciate all the love and the support. Super Chat is also available. Raven says, heck, my ex of 9 years was my first everything. And over therapy and time, I'm able to make a man pay for pent up emotions that were unresolved. Wow. 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 Shout out to you, Raven. Shout out to you, Raven. Right, right, bro. Or your money ain't old enough to talk to us. Right. Right. All kinds of anger and frustration in your chest is just a crazy knot. Yep. And what is the leading cause to heart attacks? Stress. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Shout out to all the visionaries, man. Shout out to all the visionaries. I appreciate all the love and the support. I appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to my brother Po Boy Films in the building. I see you, bro. Salute. Salute. Salute, family. Shout out to Wax AP. Salute, bro. Appreciate you. Shout out to everybody for pulling up. Shout out to my brother Papa Flocka, my Sandbox brother. Salute, bro. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to all you visionaries, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Make sure if y'all missed any shows this week, y'all catch every show this week. Check out the playlist, How Hollywood is Destroying Us. Check out that playlist where you can find this week's episodes. Make sure y'all go over there. Stay tuned. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I go live, every time I drop some new content. Make sure y'all get down in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about today's show. I appreciate y'all once again. DS1 Ross, Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we have to heal before we build. We have to heal before we build because we are our own agency. We are our own agency. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.